Hello guys, we continue testing FLASH64 box and today finally arrived Exynos based phone. It's Samsung Galaxy A55 A556B model with 3P lock, also phone running Android 15, so U port closed and we cannot service this phone through USB port. So we will use FLASH64 phone locking. By the way, today we will test this switcher. As I understand, the switcher shot in TXON line to GND via resistors and this halt CPU. So during connection, CPU do not try to run. You can see ICP pinout on screen now, so we will solder RX and TX lines. Also, this one point it's reset. We will try also to solder reset line to VCC-Q2 on our ICP adapter. You can see it here, pin 7, already soldered wire. So let's disassemble our phone and start soldering. Let's disconnect battery first. After this, antenna, flex cable and remove motherboard. My customer already disassembled this phone, just need to remove motherboard. Alright, and let's try to find a place for soldering. I think it's somewhere here. Okay. Guys, give me 1 second. I will find a correct place because I do not remember where located. Yep, okay, it's here. Say west, so let's cut here and all right, and now let's remove this protection. Okay, and now we need to cut a part of metal protection here because we do not have good access for points. Let's check it's in video scope. So, but maybe I think no, we can do this without cutting. Yep. All right, so let's clean points. Okay, we can start now. So let's clean reset first. Let me take a new one blade. Nice, and now let's clean these data pins. Okay, 2 pins done and left 2 more. So looks like all right. Yep, we can try to solder now. So first we should connect subboard. I told many times, because if we will do this after, we can damage wires, so better do this before. Nice. And now let me try to understand which one side better to solder. I think better to solder from this side. Yes. And so first we will solder GND wire. Let's back again to the scope. I will solder GND wire somewhere here. Yeah, solder it. Now we can solder other pins. Try to focus. All right. Just a second, guys, some problems with my solder. Alright, seems like salt. And now we can solder. Okay. Wow, much better. That's much better solder. And let's solder one by one. So let's start from recipe. Recipe is pin 5. Let me solve something with light. Okay, seems like yep. Nice, solder it. Next one, XON. Adapter is pin number 4. Solder it. Now let's solder the XOP on our adapter. It's pin number 3. Alright, solder it. And the last one. XON pin number 2. solder it, and left reset pin. We will solder it to VCC Q2, pin 7 on our adapter. Alright, solder it, and we can test our connection. So guys, I hope it will be not long time playing. Okay friends, so what we have looks like this. Now let's move this here. Let's connect phone using USB cable to PC. And connect box to PC. All right, connected, and we can move to our laptop now. So guys, let's run FLASH64. Hope you see everything. So let's connect box first. I hope it will not ask for calibration this time. Yep. Okay, so let's choose 10 ohms here, ICP mode. And as I remember, Samsung supports this GA mode via ICP, so let's try to connect and see what will happen. Alright, I see not detected, so let's try to reconnect USB cable. Currently nothing. Let's disable, maybe we choose GA wrong, so let's choose GA auto and try to reconnect power and reconnect UFS. Sorry, forget to set auto loop. Let's try once again. Currently nothing. Let's play with signal booster. First, let's set lower and try to reconnect power again. We can also try trick with power K. We can short this. Okay, nothing. So let's disconnect USB. Try a little bit higher booster. Connect USB and check. Again, nothing. Let's reconnect power. Yep, seems like we have some results. So PWM G1. And hope, yep, UFS connected. It's UFS 3.1 and it's disconnected. Anyway, let's back here and try to connect once again. UFS connected. I'm removed again fault. So are we able to get stable connection or no? Let's reconnect power again. All right, UFS connected. And disconnected. So let's play with switchers. Let's reconnect once again. And reconnect USB. And that's not enough time for read info and partitions. I guess that if we disable reading, for example, Android information and info from super, we will able to read partition table. Let's reconnect power once again. All right, and now we're able to read partition table, but I guess that if we, for example, go to partitions and trying to erase, for example, cache, UFS will be disconnected. Yep. We're not able now to erase it because UFS disconnected. So let's reconnect our box. Need to reboot program. So guys, nothing special. It's all same like in EASYJTAG. If we have Exynos based CPU, it always wanna run, and we cannot, in most cases, halt it. Forget to set ACP mode anyway. Okay, so let's set PVMG1 as I remember, and let's try to play with this parameter. All right, all that we can try is solder reset and play with power key, but in some moment CPU may stop and we will have stable connection, but it's need to play for a long time. Let's reconnect power. Nothing. Let's increase this parameter. Reconnect once again. Let's set resistance lower. Sorry, forget to set loop. So guys, we have same as in EASYJTAG, but here we must play with connection settings. Waste time for this, and it's not interesting. Let's try once again. I will quickly try to erase FP partition and cache, and then we will desolder it. Seems like also with this tool we can get stable connection with Exynos CPU. So friends, all same as in EASYJTAG, nothing special. By the way, now I'm not able to connect it again for some reason. Okay, let's try again. Let's play with switchers. Very random. Guys, very random connection. You see that before I rebooted software all connected for a few seconds, but now I'm not able to do this. Let's try to close software again, reconnect box. Right. Yep. Let's set ACP mode, move to and set PVMG1. As I remember, with this configuration it's trying to connect at least. Nothing. Let's play again with this. Okay, let me desolder reset pin and solder it to reset on ICP adapter. Alright, solder it. Let's test now. But I think this will not have any effect. Let's reconnect power. Okay guys, you see that I'm tried long time to connect it again, but without success. Okay, let's try to set higher. Right, friends, you see that I'm tried. So now let's last attempt. I'll give last chance to this box, and again nothing. Sometimes I'm seeing that it's bug of this box because it stops to connect UFS memory. I do not change anything in soldering. But by the way, let me try something. Maybe my fault. I just checked one wire, and maybe what this wire, it's pin 3. Yep. Let's try to solder once again. Alright, solder it, and now let's again check our connection. I hope that reason was in this wire. Alright, let's connect power and press connect UFS. Let's set loop. Okay, and try once again. Not detected. Let's set this parameter a little bit higher. Seems like memory trying to connect because we see that loops now longer. Let's set PVMG1, stop loop, tick again, and all right. By the way, I stopped it. Yes. Okay, PVMG1, automatic loop, and let's try to connect now. Not successful, but let's reconnect USB cable. If we see longer loops, that means that memory trying to connect. Let's again play with switchers. And by the way, seems like now I will resolve the reset pin back to VCC Q2. Let me do this. Let's stop the loop and solder it back to pin 7. Right, and let's test it now. So USB connected. Let's set out of here. Reconnect USB once again, and by the way, let's short again power key. Yep. PVMG1. Now let's try to reconnect. Not detected, but let's short power key again. Let's increase once again and reconnect power.
Алло. Будинок. Ага, так, слухай.
Okay, friends, you see that I'm trying during 1 hour and now it's not connecting. Let's once again, the last time, reload software. So box disconnected, connected again back. Let's run FLASH64. Connect box. Right, connected, and set ACP mode. Here we set PVMG1. All right. Connect power to phone and press connect UFS. Let's once again short power button on phone. We see loop now longer a little bit, but without success. Let's, wow. And we see that during reading info from phone, UFS was disconnected. So let's quickly erase VRP, and that's all. Disable these two options, read Android info and read super partition information, and I hope this time will be enough for erase VRP. Once again, let's increase this. Let's reconnect power. Seems like now trying to connect, but no. Yeah, UFS connected, but I'm removed tweezers from power button and UFS disconnected. So let's try once again. Let's reconnect power. Yep, UFS connected, and let's quickly remove VRP. So VRP, let's press format, and seems like UFS disconnected. Yep. All right, are we able to let's connect once again. Let's reconnect power. So, yep, UFS connected. Okay, let's try. Maybe this time we will have success. Format, and unfortunately, it's only enough time for backupping, but while during erase, UFS was disconnected. So let's try once again. Are we able to stop the process? Not. Okay. Let's reconnect once again. Let's reconnect power. Let's reconnect once again. We see that now software trying to connect because loop stopped. Maybe this time it will be connected. For some reason loop stopped at all. Strange. Okay, let's connect. Right. Yup, you fast connected. So let's try quickly again. Remove FLASH. Yup. And again, not enough time for this. Guys, it's not funny. It's not funny. By the way, can I skip backup in partition before erasing? Let me check settings. I don't see the setting here. Advanced tools. Automatic FLASH removal. Let's try this option. I think this option useful for cases like this. By the way, interesting result reading info software will understand where FLASH located in persistent or persistent not active. So FLASH removed. Let's try to erase stop user data, but I think you fast disconnected now. Yes, as I told. Let's stop the process. We cannot stop it. Okay, now we can disable automatic FLASH erasing, and let's try to connect memory once again and quickly erase cache and user data. Forget to set loop. Now I think memory will connect, because no, not this time. By the way, friends, I have an interesting idea. What if we will dissolve the reset pin at all? Maybe this will have some effect. Okay, I'm desoldered reset. And let's check what will be now. You fast connected, so let's try quickly to erase user data. Too much questions, and we're successful. Let's try to erase cache maybe. Friends, something strange. Without reset. No. Disconnected, but as you see, we have connect during longer time. Alright, let's set option to read Android info and read super partition information. Now let's try to reconnect power, because now reset do not works. So you fast connected, and let's check are we able to read info now, because if we able to read info, that means that no, same. Okay, let's try once again, but let's try to short power button. Now power button shorted, reset not connected, and let's check connection time. And unfortunately again disconnected. Alright, let's reconnect power. This time I think memory will be connected. Let's remove also tweezers from power button. Why our clock again set it to 38? Okay, let's reboot software at all. Let's stop the loop. Disconnect box, close software. Because it's very interesting. Maybe in our case, in case with this model, better to connect without reset pin. Alright, let's set again, same parameters, and connect power to phone and press connect. Once again, reconnect. By the way, SCP mode not chosen. Let's once again reconnect power. Yep, UFS connected, and it will be the last one attempt. If software able to retrieve info, no, not able. Seems like no difference. Is it connected to, is reset connected or no? It will be the same result. So guys, Exynos, it's Exynos, and doesn't matter which one box we use. Is it EASYJTAG or FLASH64? So do not forget to disconnect box and power from USB, and only after this start the soldering. So let's desolder every pin carefully and reset also. Yep, reset, desolder it. Next time I will make test. I will solder reset to reset on adapter, and after this we'll solder reset to VCCQ2 with Jtag based phone, because as we see in Jtag based phones, reset is solving connection. With the reset, connection stable in Jtag phones. And in next video I will try to find where better to solder reset pin. So guys, phone desoldered. Let's check it. I wasn't able to erase the whole cache, but it's not necessary. We erased a small part, and this partition destroyed it all. Now phone will go to recovery mode. Let's make factory data reset to create default file system in both partitions, user data and cache. And after this, phone will boot as well. So friends, as a result we have long time video, but you can see that there is no difference between EASYJTAG box or FLASH64 box, because in both cases Exynos CPU will try to run, even if we trying to short TX pin on GND using the resistor. Doesn't matter, keep CPU anyway will try to start. So guys, if you want a stable connection with Exynos, you should solder only full CPU with power from box, and then you will have stable connection. If you use connection from USB, in most cases it will be unstable. I'm long time working with ECP, and I can advise that if you will play during a few hours, in some moment CPU will halt and you will get some stable connection, but you need to catch this moment. As you can see, I'm played during 1 hour and I'm not catch this moment. So friends, phone done. You can see that FreeP unlocked. If you need to quickly erase FreeP in Exynos, you should choose this option. Go to settings, advanced tasks, and tick automatic FreeP removal, and FreeP will be erased during connection. So guys, as well, let's check phone info. And it's Android 15 and 1st May 2025 security patch, so new closed, as I am told before. Thanks all for watching this long video. Hope you like my content. Press like if you like it and follow channel. And if somebody needs remote unlocks like user locks, VP or network locks, you can always inbox me with number in video description. See you guys with new tests soon.